Hello. Hi, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about my March film diary and then my March Spotify playlist, the songs I listened to, the movies I watched, the shows I watched, and also the movies I haven't watched and shows. We are going to start with Letterboxd. I did so much better in March with watching movies and TV shows. Did I do better with my film goal, which is this? No. First movie, or should I say movies? First movies that I watched in March was on March 4th. I watched Megan with my family. I gave it 3.5 and a heart. Honestly, I would give it 3.7, I think. I said it was the next TikTok star of our generation just because the marketing for this movie was insane. And that's how you know the millennials and Gen Z people are in the marketing departments at the companies because they know how to use social media to their advantage. And it's working. Next was Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I think I watched that right after with my sister. My caption was Death by TikTok or whatever it's called. I forgot the name. I'm not going to explain the reference. So anyway, 4 stars, and I also gave it a heart. This movie, The Circus, was a part of my film goal thing. It's a silent film. I watched it, I think in 2 parts, and then my sister kind of watched through FaceTime the last part of it. Then I watched The Thin Man. It was a recommendation by my mom, and there's I think 6 movies a part of that saga. Of course, The Thin Man, the first movie, is the only one available. All the other ones, I don't even think they're not even on Amazon to watch. So I'm just okay, I guess I'll never watch the rest of these unless I somehow come across, I'm sure if I looked hard enough, I could try to find. But I gave that 4.5 and a heart, and I wrote, this was recommended by my mom, and I found it really enjoyable to watch. I really liked the charisma and banter between Nick and his wife, Nora Charles, played by Myrna Loy, and he was Nick Charles, played by William Powell. Very entertaining from beginning to the end. Hoping the rest of the films I watch during this time will be just as good, which will be in 1934, which maybe one of these days I will get out of the 20s and I only have 3 silent films left. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I am out of the 20s. Anyways, then I said, also hoping they put the rest of the series online. So if you're out there and you own the rights to the Thin Man series, put it online, please. After that, I watched The Triangle of Sadness because I kept hearing about this movie so much. It was another movie I watched with my family, but I had to choose between Everything Everywhere All at Once and this, and then they voted to watch Triangle of Sadness. So I still haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once. How I've managed, I've gotten little tiny spoilers, but not enough to put together to spoil the entire thing. I survived Oscars, all the awards ceremonies, and still haven't been spoiled. So I wrote for this film, which if you've seen it, you will understand, Triangle of Sadness. I said, I don't quite have the words that could properly describe what the fuck I just experienced. I'll leave it at that. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's on Hulu. If you don't have Hulu, go get a trial and watch it because you just got it. And also, rest in peace, Chalby Dean. She played one of the main characters in the movie and she passed away. It sucks because I really would have enjoyed watching her in other movies. I don't know if that was her last movie, but if another one's coming out, I'll definitely watch it. Okay, then I watched a movie called Things You Can Tell Just by Looking at Her. It's funny because I forgot that I watched this almost a year ago in March of 2020. So I had strange deja vu and I was did I watch this before but didn't finish it? And then I saw that I wrote about it that I didn't finish it and I was okay, I'm not crazy, right? But I was I give it 3. And then I said, good intersecting storyline, though I wish it intersected a bit more, which is there was a bit of connection of the characters, but if I had turned this movie on at a random point and was watching it, I would have never known that any of these characters had any bit of connections, which that's how it is in real life, kind of, depends. So that's why I gave it 3. Then I watched Skeeta Marink. I don't even want to talk about this movie. I gave it half a star. That's all I'll say about that. Then I watched Wanda, which was a movie from 1970. I wrote Bonnie and Clyde, but if they were average and not all that smart. And then after I watched this, I like sent myself down a rabbit hole of Bonnie and Clyde. So if you ever need some like quick facts about Bonnie and Clyde, I'm your girl. The woman who directed this movie and starred in it, Barbara Loden, was married to, I don't know how to say it. As you guys know, I don't know how to pronounce anything, okay? I can't speak English. She was married to Elia Kazan, who did a movie called A Splendor in the Grass, which is a movie my mom recommended for me to watch. But he also did A Streetcar Named Desire. I feel like everyone in the world knows about that movie. Have I seen it? No. Will I? Maybe. So then I moved on to Take This Waltz. I saw in a thread where someone was talking about the movie The Worst Person in the World. If you've seen that movie, you know how devastating the last like 30 minutes of that movie is. But someone said that basically that movie is just a foreign version of Take the Waltz. So I was like, okay, let me watch this. It has Seth Rogen, Michelle Williams, Luke Kirby, Sarah Silverman. It was directed by Sarah Polley. I gave it 3.5, and I wrote, love that theme in films where the main character is all by themselves, reflecting and dramatic emotional music. Bonus points if it's an instrumental or has an instrumental break. Plays into the credits. Hits you right in the feels. A la Timothée Chalamet at the end of the movie when he's just crying and music is playing into the credits. That's what I was reminded of when I watched this. I guess that's what, look forward to. I don't even know how old she was, but she gave the vibe that she was like in her 30s. So that's how your 30s are going to be like. Then I watched Cha-Cha Real Smooth, which I've been wanting to watch in a while because I didn't leave a review for it, but I gave it 3.5. Director also starred in it. He also directed and starred in this other movie, which he pretty much got produced by tweeting at one of the Duplass brothers, and they're just like, yeah, let's do it. Which is like, what? That movie's called Shithouse, and I also have that on my list. So maybe I'll watch it eventually. But I thought it was cool because it involved, like, her character had... Is this a spoiler? Okay, if you don't want to hear a spoiler, here's a spoiler. So her daughter in the movie was autistic, and they had an actual autistic actor. And also, I hope that jumpstarts that actor's career. So far, that is their only movie. I don't know if they are in any other TV shows or anything, but yeah. So also on the 26th, I watched Shiba Baby, but the short film, because I found this YouTube channel that has a bunch of short films for movies that we all know. Like some movies literally back from the 70s that were short films and then made into, these big blockbuster movies that we know. I was like, again, I wrote, why did she bring that baby to the Shiva? And it wasn't even dressed appropriately. I think it looked like it was dressed for summer. I don't remember what season this movie was set in, but that baby, it didn't look like it was set in the correct season with its outfit. So, and also it was crying. Like, no one needs to have a baby crying in your ear when you're like sad because someone died. I give that 4 stars with a heart. Then I watched on the 29th Personal Velocity. It was supposed to be another like intersecting movies. I think I found someone's list on here that had a bunch of movies that like intersecting characters, because I love that. It's my jam. But so far, they haven't really been all that good. This movie, I wrote meh, and I gave it 3 stars. Last film of March was Boy Genius, the film, which is a good transition into my Spotify playlist because I have some Boy Genius songs. I think Boy Genius opens up my March Spotify playlist. So I just said, if you've seen the film, you'll understand. But if you haven't, then this is a spoiler, and here's your warning. I'm just a girl standing in the middle of a monster truck rally asking Emily to forgive me because that's what was happening. Phoebe was just in the middle of a monster truck rally. I honestly forgot about monster trucks and rallies. I've never been to one. It kind of seems like something fun to go to. Some daredevil people and some big ass trucks. I want to show off this perfect avocado. Little baby perfect avocado. Thank you, Mother Nature, for blessing me with this perfect avocado. It was very good. I actually listened to some of this playlist. I got to like the 5th song. And also I will remember these songs more because it's now like 3 months later. I mean, this video may come out. This video, today is April the 15th. This video may or may not come out in April. One of these days I will have this video come out in the right month. Maybe it'll be this video, maybe it won't. First song is $20 by Boy Genius from their new album, The Record. Pretty sure Phoebe is screaming at the end of the song, which I feel like, since I know the end, Phoebe's favorite thing to do. Next is 26 by Carol Addes. I learned how to pronounce her name. Honestly, I feel like this song still relates to me at 28, about to be 29 next week. Maybe I'll have this video come out on my birthday. Honestly, this song could fit any point of your life in your 20s, any point in your life in your 30s. It's timeless. Thank you, Carol, for writing this song. Like, I'm obsessed. Maybe one day I won't need to have this song to relate to so much, but today's not that day. Next one is Angelina, which when I think of it, I know someone named Angelina, so I sent them this song. And it's just funny. It's by Lizzie McAlpine. I think it's told in the perspective of their partner about them. Then I have a song by Maggie Rogers, Still on Surrender. Mainly because I don't think this was even one of the top ones that I like from the album. Maggie put out a like acoustic version of this song on YouTube. And then I listened to it and it really had me listening to the lyrics. And I was like, man, that first verse, it just, every time I listen to it, I'm just like, her mind. Like, I'm gonna post it right here. I'm just like, how do you, like, it just, I just thought it was really thoughtful, really thought-provoking. And just a crazy way to open a song up. Maybe I'm alone in that. Next one I have is Laura Elliott, the person that I get mixed up with Lizzie McAlpine sometimes. This is from their album. I don't remember the name of it, but the song is called Better Off Alone. I really like Laura's music because her songs aren't super guitar heavy. It's very singer-songwriter vibes. Honestly, I feel like her trajectory is going to go up, and I just hope that she keeps that. All right. Of course, I mean, it wouldn't be my playlist if I didn't have a Paramore song on here. So I have Big Man, Little Dignity, which it wasn't one of the songs that stuck out to me originally, because like my top 5 are like Figure 8, Thick Skull, You First, Running Out of Time, you know, Liar Crave and stuff, like the bottom half. Basically the songs that I didn't listen to 1,000 times that are singles. Somehow I just kept listening to Big Man Little Dignity, and like this song, like you can dance to it. I need them to play this at my show. Like, who doesn't want to dance to a song that's like called Big Man Little Dignity? Like, who doesn't want to dance to it? I don't know. I want to. Then I have Big Wheel by Samia. Then I have another song by Laura Elliott, which is Blue. It's pretty much like a song where someone like obviously likes a person, but then doesn't tell them how they feel. So then they have to hear about that person's crush and everything and like who they like. So that's pretty much what that's about. Then I have Brunette Caroline by Carol Addes. I have a lot of Laura Elliott on here, and I have another song called Caroline, which I honestly didn't notice till now that they're both called Caroline. Totally different topics, of course, but they're both about people named Caroline. Then I have Ceilings, which obviously I would have listened to it because I like Lizzie McAlpine, but because Reels and Short, this song blew up on there. Okay, then I have Crave by Paramore, which I just think is, you know, when you're experiencing something, you kind of just forget to be in that moment and then you think about it later on. Really makes me think of concerts and how just like, dang, I can't believe, you know, at the bottom of this hour, moment, it's already gonna be gone, and then it will just be a memory. Then I have the same song that I had before, Crying During Sex by Carol. Obviously, I'm not done listening. Same with the next one, Emily, I'm Sorry. Figure 8, I've already talked. Oh, actually, I don't think I talked about this, but this is my favorite song of this album. I claimed this song before the album came out because Peach Pit has a song called Figure 8, and I really liked that one. So I was like, it's obviously gotta be another good song, and I was right. It's like one of the best ones off of This Is Why. And then I have some throwback songs by Phoebe. Garden Song. This is like I had heard of Phoebe, but Garden Song is what really made me be like, okay, let me listen to Punisher. Then God Complex by Laura Elliott, which I'm obsessed. This is probably one of my favorite songs by Laura. It's just a good song. This song and Big Man Little Dignity are related. And I have Graceland 2. I'm not much of a country person, but if I hear Graceland 2, I'll bring out my cowboy hat and my stirrups and my horse and guitar and some cowboy boots, a fiddle. Another Laura Elliott song. This should be sponsored by her. Grass Stains. I think this was the first song I found during lockdown. Another throwback Halloween. Then I have a song called Heaven by the Fire Theft, which I'm pretty sure I got from one of the movies I was watching. I don't remember what it sounds like. I'm sorry. Then I have Horses by Maggie Rogers, which I think was on my last playlist. Then I have I Can't Wait to Be British by Carol Addis. Again, Carol Addis, Laura Elliott, like they own this playlist. Then I have another Samia song, Is There Something in the Movies? Which, I don't know, this song gets me in my feels. Good job, Samia. Good job with this album. And if you did I already say this? I don't know. But if you didn't know, Samia's mom is the witch with the dark hair. Can't remember her name. I should go to jail for not knowing the name. But the dark-haired witch from Hocus Pocus, which I thought was pretty awesome because I was obsessed. I still am. I mean, obviously I'm not obsessed enough because I can't remember their names right now. Anyway, then I have Killer Freak Out. This is from Samia's new album. And look, I need to pat myself on the back because I haven't skipped a song yet, okay? Then I have Liar by Paramore with Mad at Me, which I have been obsessed with. This is by Samia from her new album. It's like stuck in my head. Another throwback, Moon Song by Phoebe Bridgers. Then I have Not Strong Enough by The Boy Genius. Overdrive by Maggie Rogers. Pink Balloon by Samia. I think I was listening to her album, just adding stuff. Sad Town USA by Carol Addis. I love this song. She like cusses in it and I just love saying bitch. Then I have Smog by Indigo D'Souza. I'm just really looking forward to the rest of the singles or till the album comes out. Then I have Spaceman by Laura Elliott again. I swear, like Laura Elliott makes up half of this. Laura Elliott and Carol Addis and Samia. I have another Carol Addis song, special. Another Paramore song, Thick Skull, which I need everyone watching this video to go listen to the song because it is underrated and it's not getting the attention that it needs. I need more people listening to this song, so please go listen to Thick Skull and demand that they play it at my show. Then I have Triptych by Samia from her other album. True Blue by Boy Genius. Pretty much the singles because I don't remember when their album was out. Then I have Waverly by Samia again. Jeez, when I listen to someone, I really, really listen to them. You First by Paramore. Sorry to Taylor York. I know you don't like the song, but I'm sure he likes it now. I've seen the videos of him at the concert playing the song. Maybe it's a love-hate relationship. Then I have some Chappelle Rowan songs, Naked in Manhattan. Then I have Supervised Suffering by Assertion. This is a song with some of the members from Sunny Day Real Estate. That's also what the Fire Theft is. I had some members from Sunny Day Real Estate who I found out way too late, reunited, and were on tour again years after they broke up. So, shame on me. Another Chappelle Rowan song. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Chappelle. My Kika's Karma. Then I have Green Mountain State, which was from the soundtrack of Take This Waltz. Then I have a song called Smartest Man featuring, can you guess? Samia and Homeschool. Homeschool used to be the lead singer of a band called Active Bird Community, which I'll save till when I get to it. Next is another song by Chappelle Rowan, Phenomenon. It's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast. Then I have the actual song by Active Bird Community, Unwind With Me, which I had this realization when I was like listening to it. I was like, why does this kind of sound like Satanist? Something about it reminded me of The Satanist by Boy Genius. Last 2 songs are Letter to an Old Poet, which I had like some weird playlist set up where I had like some of the Paramore songs feed into the Boy Genius songs, like Thick Skull going to Letter to an Old Poet, going to Me and My Dog. putting myself through it. Last song is Satanist by Boy J.J. Which, besides Emily, I'm Sorry, this has to be my second favorite song on that album, because the like guitar, like if you listen to it, you know that part, like the outro of the song. It's just so good. Good job. All right, that's it. That's all that I listened to and all that I watched in March. As I said, I haven't made much progress on my 100 films. I'm stuck. I have 3 silent films left. And then I'll finally get to my talking film. I think the movie's called Freaks. Have a good day. Watch more movies. Listen to more songs. Watch more shows. Let me know what you're watching or listening to. Bye-bye. See you later. See you next time.